That little purple pill you take every morning for heartburn, it is silently destroying your nerves, and I can prove it. If you are over 60 and your feet burn at night like you are walking barefoot on broken glass, if your toes feel like someone poured boiling water on them and ran them over with a truck, I need you to hear what I am about to say, because the healthy habit your doctor told you was safe may be the very thing tearing the protective coating off your nerves, one sip at a time. In a few minutes, I'll give you the exact morning drink recipe that can start reversing this. But if you skip past the root cause I'm about to explain, that drink will completely fail inside your body. So stay with me. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah. Welcome to the Senior Health Podcast. I'm a geriatric specialist, and I made this podcast to fight for you because I believe your pain has been ignored for far too long. Let me tell you about Walter. Walter is 71, a retired postal worker. He walked his route for 32 years. Rain, snow, summer heat. His feet were his livelihood. Then one Tuesday afternoon, Walter was driving his 2 grandkids to soccer practice, and his foot slipped off the brake pedal. He didn't feel it happen. He just couldn't tell where his foot was. He pulled over. His hands were shaking. He drove them home, parked the car, and never drove his grandkids again. For 3 years, he made excuses. Grandpa's tired. Ask your mom. Because the truth that he was becoming a burden was too painful to say out loud. Walter is not alone, and Walter is not broken. His nerves are hungry for something specific, and today I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Now, your doctor probably told you this is just aging. I want you to throw that sentence in the trash right now. Aging does not set your feet on fire. Aging does not turn your socks into strangling ropes. Something specific is happening inside you, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here is what is going on. Imagine an old extension cord in your garage. The plastic sleeve on the outside is called the myelin sheath, pronounced myelin. It protects the wire inside. That wire is your nerve. Now imagine decades of sugar spills and heat cracking that plastic. The signal inside starts leaking out. That's when you get burning, buzzing, phantom shocks, numbness that scares you, a foot that can't find the brake pedal. What is doing the cracking? 2 villains. Number 1, oxidative stress. Tiny power plants inside your cells, called mitochondria, leak sparks that damage your nerves. Number 2, advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These are sugar-damaged proteins that trigger inflammation fires, releasing molecules called IL-6 and TNF-alpha that literally chew through your nerve coating. And here's the cruelest part. Between the ages of 40 and 80, your body's master antioxidant, glutathione, drops by 30 to 50%. Your liver's filter gets clogged, which brings me to the second picture. Your liver is like a coffee filter. It's supposed to trap toxic grit before it reaches your nerves. At 65, decades of buildup mean the grounds pour straight through into your bloodstream. Those toxins end up in your feet, in your hands, in your calves. But here's the good news, and this is where the science gets beautiful. A study published in Diabetes Care, the gold standard medical journal, tested a natural antioxidant called alpha-lipoic acid on 181 adults with nerve pain. The result? Significantly reduced burning, stabbing, and numbness in just 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Not surgery, not expensive injections, just this. And it wasn't a fluke. A second trial, the Nathan 1 trial, followed 460 adults for 4 years. Same compound. It didn't just reduce symptoms, it actually slowed the clinical progression of nerve damage. A separate study on a B vitamin called benfotiamine improved symptoms in 6 weeks. And 2019 research on nanocurcumin cut nerve pain scores and inflammation together. So please hear me. Your nerves are not a lost cause. They are hungry, and I'm about to feed them. This is the Golden Nerve Tonic. I want you to make this tomorrow morning. Write this down or pause the video, whatever you need. You need warm, filtered water, 10 fluid ounces, which is about 300 milliliters. And listen carefully. The water must be below 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. Do not use boiling water. Do not microwave it. Heat destroys the curcumin. Boil your water, then let it sit on the counter for 3 to 4 minutes. That's it. Next, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, which is about 1.5 grams. 1/8 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, about 0.3 grams. 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, roughly 4 to 5 grams, or a 1-inch piece, which is 2.5 centimeters. 2 teaspoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 10 milliliters. A 1/4 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil, about 1 milliliter. Optional. Half a teaspoon of raw honey, a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now, the secret step almost everybody misses. Before you add water, stir the dry turmeric, pepper, and cinnamon together in the empty mug for 20 to 30 seconds. Why? Because black pepper has a compound called piperine, and piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. 2,000%. You read that right. Without the pepper, most of the turmeric flushes right out of you. Then pour in the warm water, stir, add lemon, honey, oil, vinegar last. Drink it on an empty stomach 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. Here's what it does inside you. Curcumin blocks the master inflammation switches, the same ones tearing your nerve coating apart. Ginger suppresses TNF-alpha and improves blood flow to your feet. Lemon delivers vitamin C, which rebuilds the collagen in nerve sheaths. The oil carries the curcumin across your gut wall because curcumin is fat-soluble. Every ingredient has a job. Before you run to the kitchen, critical warnings. If you take warfarin, apixaban, rivaroxaban, clopidogrel, or even daily aspirin, turmeric and ginger can increase bleeding risk. Doctors have documented INR levels rising dangerously high. If you take metformin, a sulfonylurea, or insulin, turmeric and vinegar can drop your blood sugar too fast. If you take statins, turmeric can raise muscle injury risk. If you take digoxin or a diuretic, skip the vinegar. And if you have surgery scheduled, stop turmeric 2 weeks before. Please, talk to your physician before starting this drink. While your tonic steeps, 2 morning exercises. The first is the calf pump. Sit tall in a chair, feet flat, flex your ankles up toward your shins for 1 second. Point your toes down for 1 second. That's 1 pump. Do 20 pump. Then draw 5 slow circles clockwise, 5 counterclockwise with each foot. Total time under 1 minute. You'll feel a gentle warming and a faint flushing in your soles. That's fresh blood returning. Safety. Stop if you feel sharp calf pain, which can signal a clot. The second, the median nerve wake-up. Arms forward at shoulder height, palms down. Make a loose fist, hold 2 seconds. Fan your fingers wide, hold 2 seconds. Flip your wrists so palms face the ceiling, hold 2 seconds. Then tilt your head ear toward opposite shoulder, hold 2 seconds. Repeat 6 to 8 times. You may feel a subtle tingle in your thumb and index finger. That is the nerve gliding, not pinching. If it sharpens into an electric shock, stop. Now this next part, this is my favorite part of the whole protocol. It's called the Sleepy Feet Evening Tea. 8 ounces of filtered water, 240 milliliters. 3 slices of fresh ginger, about 5 grams. 1 chamomile tea bag. 200 milligrams of elemental magnesium glycinate powder. Optional. 1 teaspoon of raw honey and a pinch of sea salt. Simmer the ginger 5 minutes. Let it cool 3. Drop in the chamomile, steep 4 minutes. Stir in the magnesium. Add the honey and salt. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. This is not your average magnesium. Glycinate form crosses the nerve-blood barrier more efficiently. It goes where the burning is. It quiets the overactive nerve receptors called NMDA that send those 2 a.m. electric shocks. Chamomile's apigenin attaches to the same calming brain receptors as prescription sleep drugs, without the hangover. Interactions to know. Magnesium blocks absorption of antibiotics like ciprofloxacin and doxycycline. Separate by 2 to 4 hours. Same with bisphosphonates like alendronate. Separate 2 hours. And levothyroxine. Separate 4 hours. Chamomile and ginger can add to blood thinner effects. Please run this past your doctor first. Then, legs up the wall. Sit sideways at your headboard. Swing your legs up, buttocks 2 to 6 inches from the wall. Small pillow under your head. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4 seconds, out for 6. Stay 5 minutes. To come out, bend knees to chest, roll to your right side. Avoid this with uncontrolled high blood pressure, heart failure, or severe glaucoma. Then the 4 to 6 breath with toe fan. Lying flat, knees over a rolled towel. Inhale through your nose, 4 seconds. Spread your toes wide. Exhale through pursed lips, 6 seconds. Curl toes under. 6 cycles. And if you can, loop a bath towel around the ball of your foot and gently pull for a 20-second calf stretch. That's it. You are done. Now, I know what you are thinking. What if I'm on blood thinners or diabetes medication? Then you do not start this alone. You call your doctor, read them the ingredient list, and ask about dose timing. Many patients use this safely, under supervision. What if I've tried natural remedies before and nothing worked? Most people miss the piperine step. Most people use boiling water. Most people skip the fat. Do this exactly as I described, and you are doing something 95% of people never did. What if my pain is so severe I can barely stand? Start with the night tea only. Then add the legs up the wall. Build slowly. Your nerves did not break in a week. They will not heal in a week. I am a doctor, but I am not your doctor in this video. These remedies are powerful. I've seen them help patients like Walter. But they do not replace your personal medical care. Please, always talk to your physician before starting anything new, and never stop your medication suddenly without your doctor's guidance. Okay, I need to warn you about something. Because what I'm about to tell you, almost nobody talks about this. And I promise, almost every person watching this right now is making this mistake. That acid reflux pill, the purple one, or the white one. Prilosec, Nexium, Prevacid, Protonics. These are called proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs. The FDA approved them for 4 to 8 weeks of use. Just 4 to 8 weeks. Yet 25% of American adults take one. 54.6% of adults over 65 have been prescribed one, and 68 to 78% of older adults take them longer than guidelines allow. Here's what they do. PPIs shut off stomach acid, but stomach acid is what pulls vitamin B12 out of your food. No acid, no B12. And B12 is the raw material your body uses to rebuild the myelin sheath on every nerve you own. Months pass. Years pass. The coating thins. The signals leak. Your feet burn. A 2013 JAMA study by Lamb and colleagues followed 25,956 patients. 2 years of PPI use raised B12 deficiency odds by 65%. A 2023 meta-analysis found PPI users had 42% higher odds of B12 deficiency. The FDA also issued a 2011 black box warning. PPIs deplete magnesium too. Taking the morning tonic while on a long-term PPI is like patching a leaking pipe while the water is still spraying. The simple fix? Ask your doctor to review whether you still need the PPI. If you cannot stop it, get your serum B12 and methylmalonic acid tested every year. And ask about sublingual methylcobalamin, pronounced methyl-O-cobalamin, 1,000 micrograms daily under the tongue. It bypasses the stomach entirely. So here is your plan. Golden Nerve Tonic every morning. The Sleepy Feet Tea and Legs Up the Wall every night. and ask your doctor today about that purple pill. Now, if you want to protect your circulation and keep your legs strong for years to come, I made a video specifically for you, right here on your screen. I'll see you there.